Hey, what's up, guys? Just wanted to touch base on these latest issues that I have personally. I'm not saying it's everybody's problem, so don't jump all over me. But, you know, the consoles that are out now, the PS4 and the Xbox One, they kind of have issues very similar to PCs. Now, I'll admit it right now, I have not been a PC gamer. I just the way I went. I grew up with using a console. It was the first thing I ever got, and that's what I stuck with. I tried PCs on and off over the years, but I've always had issues with Windows that I just didn't have the patience to deal with, so I stayed with consoles. And the reason I loved consoles so much was because, you know, you just drop the game in, flip the switch, bang, you're playing. 10 seconds, you're playing. And over the years, unfortunately for me, for guys like me, consoles have been getting closer and closer to PC architecture and operating systems. What I mean by that is we now have to do installs and we have to do updates and we have to do patches and all that bullshit. And it drives me freaking crazy. It drove me so nuts that I eventually, believe it or not, I got rid of my PS4 and I went back to older generation consoles, at least till this Nintendo Switch comes out, and we'll see what that's like. I'm guessing because you use a cartridge with that, you drop it in, flip the switch, and you're playing. Now, those games might have updates or patches or whatever, I don't know. But, it's not going to be to the degree, I don't think, of a PS4 and Xbox One, install and downloads and patches and all that. I don't, I'm just guessing, but I don't think it will be. I just, I can't take it anymore. I don't know if any of you have had the same experience, but it's just, like I said, I've been playing since, the late 70s. Okay? I'm an old guy. I was born in 69, hence the name bluesy gamer. Bluesy is because I'm also a guitar player. I like to play the blues. So, and I was born in 69. So, I've been playing a long time. And like I said, I guess I'm just a dinosaur that way. I got used to the cartridge format, or even the early stages of like CD and DVD-ROM. You just put the game in, it loads, whatever, how long that takes, a few seconds, and then you're playing. But nowadays, it's not as fast. It's not as simplified. And I understand games got bigger. They have much more larger files and HD graphics and 4K and the whole 9 yards, and all that stuff takes up, gigs and gigs of space, and it takes time. I understand all that, believe me. Doesn't mean I have to like it, and it doesn't mean I have to, put up with it if that's what's driving me nuts. Who knows? They might follow Nintendo's footsteps again and all go to like a flash drive kind of format or the cloud or whatever, and everything might be instant. There might be no load times, there might be no downloads, there might be no installs one day. Who knows? But right now, as for the PS4 and the Xbox One, I don't include the Wii U because it never really had any kind of major install times, and it's pretty much dead in the water now anyway with the Switch coming out. So, you know, that's that's why I just I can't put up with it anymore. You guys might think I'm crazy. You got rid of a freaking PS4 and all those great games, and you went back to an older system. Blah blah blah. Yeah, you're right. That does sound a little crazy when you think about it, but all right, what can I say? The good Lord did not bless me with a lot of patience. I can't. And then there were certain games like the Bethesda games, which I love. The Fallout's, the Skyrims. They would get patches and updates and glitches, and sometimes they'd be unplayable. And those, unfortunately for me, are the genre that I gravitate towards the most. RPGs, Diablo. I'm not a big shooter guy. I play them, but I like RPGs more, and there's just certain things I don't have the patience for. And I'm really sad to see that, consoles are going the direction of PCs. I hope that if Nintendo's Switch comes out and that thing has comparable graphics, I'm not a graphics whore. I don't need the 4K. I don't even have to have the 1080p, 60 frames per second. Yeah, it's nice, but you know what? I'm more about how the game plays and if it's fun and has a good story, or you know if the Switch comes out and you could just drop that little cartridge in there and flip the switch and no pun intended, and just start playing in a matter of seconds, that's what would make me happy. And like, I'm not a big portable guy, so it would most likely never leave the dock. It would probably always be on my TV. And that's what I want. I don't want to sit there and wait for installs and updates and all that crap. I've run out of patience for that. So if you guys have had the same experiences or the same feelings, let me know. And be sure to like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.